morning, it's Angela from Focus Pocus. How is everybody today? It's a beautiful sunny morning. I am going late to work today. This morning I just dropped Noah off for his first real job. He's working with a good friend of ours who is a mason, so it's ideal work for Noah, fantastic work for Noah, outdoors, working with his eyes and hands. It's so hard. I mean, I'm on my way late to work because it took about an hour and a half to get Noah out of the house. Not because he's disorganized, because he's organized because me and Nathan do it for him, but because the worry and anxiety about going to a job site alone and not knowing what to expect overtakes Noah. So I just want to talk about that for a few minutes. So, there's a lot of comorbidities that go along with ADHD, and I might use some terminology sometimes that some people might be familiar with and some might not. So as a nurse, I'm sorry, I use different words, but comorbidities are disorders and illnesses that go along with something else. So ADHD is the main disorder of the brain, and then the comorbidities would be, for our home in particular, depression and anxiety. So other comorbidities would be like autism spectrum disorder, ODD, which is oppositional defiance disorder, again, anxiety, depression, and there could be other psychiatric or mental health conditions. So for us, affecting both Nathan and Noah is anxiety, and Nathan has depression. And that really started after his motorcycle accident and really post-traumatic event, post-traumatic stress. So for anxiety, it presents in a child. I don't know if it's different than an adult, but certainly what we've noticed for Noah, even since he was very young, was that it started on the school bus where he would talk about not being able to wake up out of bed. Even though he was awake, he couldn't. It was like debilitating. He couldn't get off the bed. He started, every day would be, I don't feel good. I have a stomach ache. I feel sick. And that can happen at bedtime too, with the angst and worry of having to go the next day. And so, anxiety for school would be understood, because school is not always a place of comfort for children. It can be very uncomfortable, very stressful, trying to fit in, bullying, feeling insecure, feeling not able to learn well. I mean, there's a whole bunch of reasons why. So Noah always had that. And so I stopped putting him on the school bus very young, and he would take the school bus home. But I would drive him to school, and I ended up being late all the time for my job. But it was because my son was debilitated. He couldn't get on the bus. And so when you push your children, your ADHDers in particular, into stressful situations where they have anxiety, it will come out either as sickness, so as described, stomach aches, headaches, nausea, not feeling well, or it will come out as agitation. So what our experience was that Noah would get to school and his entire day would be a write-off. He would be agitated at school. He would be in trouble in every room. He would be argumentative with every authoritative figure. He would fight with other students. And it really made him stand out in a negative way, which is not at all what any of these people want. ADHDers don't want to stand out. They want to fit in. That's so huge, right? ADHDers don't want to stand out. They want to fit in. Whereas some people, like me with my crazy glasses and my purple hair, and I love to stand out. I don't want to fit in. But some of the reason why I stand out is intentional. I started to do things purposefully to stand out because I was trying, when Noah was younger, to give a lesson that it's okay to stand out, and I will stand out more than you. That's another story. But, so this morning, Noah's anxiety, I could tell, I already knew. He was having trouble getting out of bed. He's in the room, he's awake, he's rolling around in the bed. That's all Noah's anxiety symptoms. So I just talked calmly with them. How you doing, babe? You know, how you feeling? I can tell that you're, not yourself. Tell me about it. And he said, sort of. And I know that means sort of. I'm not feeling myself. Nice, are you worried? Are you a little scared? A little. And in the car, he's quiet and he's leaning on the window. He's not talking to me and he's not engaged. Are you okay, babe? Feeling a little nervous. So I took him to the job site. It's a great friend of ours, and he's a fantastic man, and I know that Noah is really going to love working with him. And he's only going to do this week and next week, so it's a short stint of some work on a job. I'm really excited that Raj gave Noah the opportunity, because Noah's a fantastic young man, and he's still learning his tools, right? He's still learning how to advocate for himself and to say what he needs. And so here's another opportunity for him to get around really skilled trades worker, learn something on the job, do it without me. So when I pulled out of that driveway, I cried for a minute, because when you know your child is struggling and you know that they're anxious and they are feeling uncomfortable, the last thing you want to do is drop them off and drive away. But I know he's going to be okay. He's almost 16. And it's time, right? It's time for me to drop him off and know that he is going to be okay. And I know that he's going to have a fantastic time with Raj. And I know he's going to have a great opportunity today. He's going to learn some stuff. He's skilled with his hands. And but it's just so hard to know that he's struggling. And so just know that I'm here for you. I know that some of you adults are struggling. My husband struggles with the same things. And really the key is to be very open, create an open dialogue with your children when they're very young. Talk and listen. So, one of the real keys to the communication with ADHDers is to listen, to understand what they're saying to you. Do not listen to make a response. They're not looking for a response always. They're looking for you to have compassion and to understand. And I do have a program that I'm going to put out, and it is about communication with your ADHDers and how to listen, to understand. And so anyway, today is my story about, anxiety and dropping off my son in an anxious situation, and the success that he will have regardless. But I just wanted to talk about that because I'm sure it affects many of you. And today was a good day to talk. Anyway, have a great day.